The committee now has a maximum of 6 weeks in which to respond to a motion put by a lot owner and extend it if needed. This can be seen as a standard time to respond. Is there a reasonable time in which the committee should respond in normal operational circumstances? For example, if a request to keep a pet is made, 6 weeks appears to be unreasonably long. And then during the discussion, we also had a question come in, if you could go over the 21 days is a no vote. You mentioned that during the discussion.
Okay, sure, yeah. So in relation to those first comments, yeah, committees can turn around decisions a lot quicker than the 6 weeks. But I suppose the new legislation gives them 6 weeks to make the decision. So I think if you were expecting an earlier decision, it's going to be very hard to get an early decision if the committee does want to take their 6 weeks, because ultimately what your rights are to go to the Commissioner's office and ask for a decision to be made earlier. And I just can't see an adjudicator saying within a period of less than 6 weeks that the committee is being unreasonable by taking more than 4 weeks or something like that. So I think there's a bit of balance here where a lot owner is getting a lot more out of these regulation modules by setting a deadline. So I think by saying we should be taking less time than what the deadline is, we're probably not going to get that far with how it's going to be interpreted. So I think it's going to be very hard for an owner to force a committee to take a time less than 6 weeks if the committee wants to take 6 weeks. And in this relation to the second part of that, the way that the 21 days works is more of a drop dead date as opposed to a no vote. If the committee makes the majority decision within those 21 days, then it's absolutely an approved committee decision. It's really if some committee members haven't put their vote in, maybe we've only got 2 answers so far, and we need 4 to get the majority resolution. It just means after those 21 days, the committee's decision deemed is a no against the motion. And what that does, it opens up to the owner to go and take further action down the track.